I watch an unemployed amount of YouTube, and sometimes I watch a video and then I have to calm myself down. After making my last video, I noticed that feeling. Watching people climb cliffs, jump on trains and crawl into caves was stressful like it was me in those places. So after that episode, I needed something to calm my brain down. Because while some people enjoy watching extreme adventures, sometimes you just want to watch something peaceful, something slower, something that doesn't make you look into the void and shake like a rabid dog. Today we are looking at 3 YouTube channels that somehow managed to calm my brain. So, if you're stressed out from my last video like me, or if you just want something cozy to watch, we can check them out together. Thank you for watching. Welcome to Tube Tour. The first channel is so calm I watch it while trying to sleep. In fact, this channel barely has any talking at all, which is good because then I can make my own narrations to the videos. The first channel is Primitive Technology. I have to say, I am good with my hands, but I have never hit 2 sticks together and made a hut from it. I need power tools, but not Primitive Technology. John Plant created one of the most unique and relaxing channels on YouTube. The idea is simple. Build things using only primitive tools and natural materials like in Minecraft. No modern equipment, no complicated editing. Just one person building huts and tools using clay sticks and mud, like Minecraft. The channel is so relaxing it would be a shame if somebody would make a jump scare in the middle of it and ruin the whole calmness. The channel started as an experiment to demonstrate how ancient technologies worked. But something interesting happened. People didn't just watch to learn, they watched because the videos were incredibly calming. The combination of natural sounds, simple visuals and slow process created a surprisingly relaxing experience. Today, the channel continues to explore primitive construction techniques. You'll see clay huts being built from scratch, primitive furnaces being made, and tools crafted entirely from natural materials. There is almost no dialogue, just the sound of nature and the process of building. In a world full of constant noise, stress, and bright flashing lights, this is perfect for a modern way to get away from it all. Except if you have YouTube adverts on. Then you might be on the verge of sleep and then...
The giant horse conch weighs over 11 pounds.
The fucking what?
I also like watching this because it reminds me of when I was a kid. And we used to sharpen sticks and make bushcraft shelters. You should watch Primitive Technology if you enjoy calm, slow content and fascinating building process. Or you just need to stop for a second. It's one of the rare channels that feels almost like a digital campfire. Now I'm getting sleepy, so the second channel takes the calm atmosphere in a slightly different direction. Instead of building things in the forest, this channel shows the peaceful life of restoring and renovation a countryside home. The next channel is Escape to Rural France. Escape to Rural France documents the process of restoring an old chateau in the French countryside. The videos focuses on slow renovation work, gardening and restoration in a quiet rural environment. There's something very peaceful about watching someone slowly bring an old place back to life. The channel is run by Dan Preston, a British man who moved to the French countryside and started documenting his renovation and rural life projects on video. The channel began quite organically. It was not originally planned as a large project, but rather as a personal video diary about life in rural France. The main idea of the channel was simple: to show what it is really like to live and renovate property in rural France. In 2022, Dan bought a very rundown historic castle called Château de Chevreuse for about $60,000. Euros. I don't know. I think euros. The renovation of the chateau became the central project of the channel. Most of the videos now document the step-by-step process of restoring the abandoned building. Renovation of the chateau includes rebuilding the roof, repairing stone walls, installing windows, and constructing the interior. In short, the channel follows the long-term process of turning a ruined historic chateau into a livable building. When I first started watching, I thought no way this is never going to get finished. I mean, look at it. Nowadays, he has proven me wrong. After watching extreme adventures, all long days at work, this channel feels like a deep breath. Quietly work on a house in the countryside is strangely calming. In the kind of video you can watch after a stressful day. You should watch Escape to Rural France if you enjoy peaceful renovation projects and countryside life. It's the kind of channel that reminds you to slow down. The last channel is perfect if you like nature, camping and watching someone cook incredible meals in the middle of nowhere. And on a personal note, I have enormous respect for this channel. In my opinion, this is one of the greatest of all time YouTubers. The last channel is Outdoor Boys. Luke Nichols runs the Outdoor Boys channel, which focuses on camping, wilderness survival, and outdoor adventures. But what makes the channel special isn't just the adventure, it's the atmosphere. The videos often show peaceful moments in nature, building shelters, cooking over a fire, and exploring remote locations. No clickbaits, no useless attention seeking. Instead of feeling intense, the adventure often feels calm and relaxing. Luke originally started creating outdoor content and gradually built a large audience by sharing his camping trips and survival adventures. He has said he was practicing law and that took him away from his kids. He wanted a common hobby with his kids and they were already watching YouTube, so that was perfect. Over time, the channel evolved into longer wilderness expeditions, often in remote locations like Alaska. The combination of adventure and calm storytelling helped the channel grow quickly. In 2025, Luke decided that YouTube was now taking him away from his kids. What started as a hobby for them to do together had taken him away from his kids. So he quit doing YouTube. And I have to say, I respect that decision. We can still watch his videos and there is a lot to watch. From winter camping in Alaska to family trips in Hawaii. I like watching because Luke reminds me of my dad in a weird way. Not that we ever went camping in the snow or that we ever went to Hawaii, but something reminds me of the time I was a child. I don't know if that is what everyone else sees, but that is what I see. Also, the sound of snow, wind and fire somehow resets my brain. The food always looks amazing, which might be dangerous if you're watching while hungry. I have tried to make his honey butter and bread, and I can say it was good. You should watch Outdoor Boys if you enjoy nature, camping, and peaceful outdoor adventures. It's one of those channels that makes you slow down and relax. After watching these channels, I think my brain finally recovered from the last video. Sometimes YouTube can be intense, but sometimes it can also be surprisingly relaxing. So, if you're feeling stressed, these channels might help you calm your brain too. I hope this helped you find something new to watch. You can comment a channel you like and I might review it in the future episode. I've added links to all the creators featured in the video in the description. Thank you for joining the tube tour. Good night.